So what I'm going to do now as I wrap up, I want to make sure that I finish on time at 1 o'clock. So in through to here, we've got internet listings as well. So go through the internet listings. Is it a yes, a no? Where are we up to? And then at the very end, you've got internet listings, your website. As I said, do an audit of your own website, and then an audit of your competitors' websites. I've tried to, and hopefully you appreciate, I've tried to give you as much information as I possibly can to sign off that you can go through today. You go through, fill in this checklist. Everyone's got a copy of this one, or you can print and do handwritten. Go through the checklist, tick yes, no, and figure out where you're up to. Put the sections down below. And then right at the very, very end, I just want to make sure I've got in here, I want to read the last one. The Office of Effective Control is obligated and at risk to establish procedures to ensure the agency's ongoing compliance with the law and good agency practice, and monitor the agency to ensure these procedures are followed, and take reasonable steps to ensure that the estate agents and reps and other employees comply. The Office of Effective Control needs to be involved in this process. You can't outsource. You can outsource many of the tasks, but you can't outsource the liability. I've taken that straight from the Estate Agents Act. My fear here is that a lot of directors have basically just given this to someone else and said, you sort it out. I'm speaking to lots of directors at the moment, and they just don't seem to be as involved as they should be. But what will happen is they'll find that later on, when there's a fine or Consumer Affairs comes knocking at the door, they're certainly going to be looking at their procedures right now. Office of Effective Controls and directors have an obligation to make sure they've got good systems. If you need any help with the systems, then feel free to reach out to me. This is what I do for a living. And at the moment, it's 24/7, 7 days a week. What we're going to do once we're finished, once we can calculate all of these, you can go through and put all of your yeses, all of your nos, and then figure out how you're tracking. If you're at 50%, I think you're doing well, because I've written this really quite harshly. There's a lot in through to here. If you're at 20%, probably got a bit of work to do. Anything more than 50%, you're a gun, an absolute gun. I'm going to close off in through to here. And then there was one other document that I, stop share. There was one other document that I did have, which we sent through, which was a bit of an operational rollout checklist, which is sort of sitting in there as well. Guys, I'm at 1 o'clock now, so I'm really, I'm buggered. And Jane, as you go through, we're catching up in half an hour with the team there. I might have a bite to eat and lunch and a glass of water, but I wish everyone a lot of luck. It's been 6 or 8 weeks that I've been working with a number of people around the program. And what I tried to do the last 24, 48 hours and this was really, we only decided to do this on Tuesday, was to write this final checklist and really collate everything together, put it together as an opportunity for you to go through and really gauge where you're up to. So as I finish off on 1 o'clock, which is what I'm mindful of, we're all really busy. Thank you very much. Great to see some familiar faces. I've seen there's a couple in here that are really familiar, but I haven't seen your face. So thank you very, very, very much. Feel free to reach out if you need to get in touch with me, by all means. Otherwise, for many of you, I'll see you either next week or this afternoon, or good luck. Monday is going to be a tough day. I would suggest maybe around 5:30 this afternoon, beer and pizza is probably the order for everyone, or wine and pizza. But I would be, not for the gluten-free people, Georgia, but I would certainly be putting something on this afternoon, because next week's going to be a tough week. So, guys, thank you very much to my team, to JV, who's sitting in the background. Thank you. It's been a lot that we've been putting through the last couple of weeks, and we're managing everyone's Trello boards as well. So good luck, and try and have a nice sleep. Hey, Maria, in the background, I can see you there. Yeah, I can see you. Great to see you. Good luck over the weekend. Good luck over the weekend. Try and actually enjoy Monday, because it's going to be a tough day. So thanks, guys. G'day, Khan. See you. Have a great weekend, and best of luck to you next week. Honestly, and I do genuinely say this, feel free to reach out if you get stuck. If there's anything that we can help you with. We've been managing this for a couple of agencies, but I'm seeing a lot of smaller agencies that are independent that probably don't have the resources. a lot of the bigger franchises aren't putting this stuff together. So good luck with the checklist. I'd love to know, hey, Julie, good to see you. I'd love to know how you've gone, and maybe you've all got my details. Shoot me through what the number was, because I'm interested to see. I did write it really harshly. I'm interested to see how your agency's faring on the checklist. I just want to get a feel. I'm not sharing it with anyone, but I'd just love to see where you're up to see, because I think that we really need to have all these things done. So that's me done. I'm out. Have a great one. Enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye, everyone.